What's up? Welcome to Deutschland, sponsored by Prize Picks. That's Brandon Deutsch. I'm Grant Cohn. I firmly believe that the Niners are going to make a big trade offer for Max Crosby, and I believe the Raiders are going to trade him too. They already tried to trade him once. It fell apart. So we're going to talk about Max Crosby at some point. I don't want to start there yet. There was a very interesting article that just came out in The Athletic today, written by Vic Tafur, who does a great job, and he interviewed Al Guido. And it blew my mind. I was reading this 5 minutes ago. So I want to start with what Al Guido said, two things in particular. One, first of all, I like Al Guido. He's a really good guy, and he's on the business side. So it's not really his job to win Super Bowls. But I swear to God, man, the way the Niners talk sometimes is rage baits me. And they open up the article. Guido is boasting that the Niners are the Globes team. That you can look at multiple metrics, and the 49ers are the most popular team in the world. Not the nation, the world, Craig. I don't know. This is yet another participation trophy that the Niners are celebrating. The most popular team. We've often said that the Niners are kind of like the Cowboys. Well, now they're measuring themselves against the Cowboys, because the Cowboys are America's team, right? And like now you say it with rolled eyes, like they don't even win. They're America's team. The Niners are the Globes team. What do you think of
that? I don't think that's what they should be aiming for. The Rams certainly aren't the Globes team, and they try to win Super Bowls every year. The
Chiefs
Seahawks
aren't the Globes team.
Aren't the Globes team.
Yeah.
Neither are the Chiefs. I'd rather win Super Bowls. I don't give a what about how they're viewed globally. We know the 49ers have one of the biggest fan bases in the world. Like, that doesn't take a genius to figure it out. And they're probably closing the gap with the Cowboys in terms of being America's team because they have such a big fan base. But I don't really care. I'd rather win Super Bowls. I'd rather be the least talked. I'd rather be the Tennessee Titans as long as we won Super Bowls. You know what I mean? In terms of global impact. Who cares? This is it goes back to this, Grant. All they care about is making money. That's all they care about.
It's not good to talk about stuff like that, because you're at least supposed to pretend like the only thing you care about is winning Super Bowls. But when you brag, like, no, okay, so we haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, and we'd like to, and we came close, but you know what? We made a lot of money, and a lot of people think we're cool. Like, don't say that.
Yeah, that's what they've become. They care about profits. They're the new Dallas Cowboys. They care about profits, and I guarantee you what's going to happen this year is that, God forbid, if one guy goes down, their whole season's going to crumble. But if everyone stays healthy, they will make a run. They won't win the Super Bowl, but then they'll convince themselves that they can do another year with this old roster. And it doesn't matter. They're going to sell tickets, Grant. That's all they care about.
Brandon, why are the Niners and Cowboys so popular?
Well, historical franchises is one.
Yeah.
Like they both have what?
Because they won Super Bowls in the past?
Yeah.
Because they have a long history of championships and glory? But they haven't added to it in like 3 decades. But they're trying.
You know, like the Lakers and Celtics, I know they've won recently. Like the Celtics won 24, Lakers won 2020. But how many rings do the Celtics have in the past 50 years? Like 2. How many rings do the Lakers have in the past, let's say, 20 years?
More 3? Than the Niners.
Yeah,
more than the Cowboys.
I'm saying, like, they're also, but they haven't been as successful as like the Warriors recently. But the Warriors aren't a global team. The Lakers and the Celtics are. History matters, I guess, in the sense for global impact and fandom.
I guess my point here is it's kind of depressing. This is like he's trying to say it like in an upbeat way, but to me, this is extremely jaded. It's like, look at the Seahawks, look at the Chiefs, look at the Eagles. These are the teams that have been the best teams in the league the last few years. Did those Super Bowl wins equate to global fandom? No. So maybe winning a Super Bowl isn't really the end all be all. Maybe it's all about just trying to win a Super Bowl and staying good enough and really focusing on the business side and your marketing, focusing on media and stuff. I don't know. It seems like the Niners and the Cowboys are really good at that, staying in the conversation, dominating headlines, as opposed to Seattle. Here are my prize picks for the 49ers 2026 season. Brock Purdy, 25 and a half passing touchdowns, more or less. I'm going to say less. Christian McCaffrey, 974 and a half rushing yards, more or less. I'm going to say less. Mike Evans, 924 and a half receiving yards, more or less. That's a tough one. I'm going with less. Go to Prize Picks, use promo code HMA, play $5 and get 50 instantly in lineups. Again, that's code HMA. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Yes. Well, Seattle, when they're in the headlines, actually gets a deal done. The Niners are in every trade, right? Negotiation, and they never get it done. They're just thrown out there. They're like what the Miami Heat were up until they actually traded for Giannis. Like in every
And both teams embrace drama, right? Like with Michael Parsons last year or Brandon Ayuk now.
Yeah. I mean, not just Brandon Ayuk now. I mean, there's drama with the rest of the team.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be drama. And that's football in general. Like every team has that, but they have a lot more questions than other teams just because of how they've operated with contracts.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess as soon as I read Globe's team, I'm like, dude, why is this? Why do you keep putting things like raising banners that don't matter? The world's most
Yankees,
popular team. So would you
Yankees
rather be the Seahawks or the Niners? I'd rather be the Seahawks.
Yeah. The Yankees are probably the Globe's team for the MLB. They haven't won a World Series since 09 or 08.
Yep.
You know, so I mean, it's been a while. They have 27 rings. Cool. How like 100 years ago? You know what I mean? Like,
I think the Yankees are a good comp for the Niners too, because it's like another one of these organizations that's run by the children of the owner who really had a burning passion to win championships. Right?
Yes.
Like the Yankees aren't run by George Steinbrenner anymore. The Niners aren't run by Eddie DeBartolo anymore. These are their kids. And what do they know about winning championships? Nothing. They know about making money.
Yes.
That's what they do.
And they're both very good, and they don't win World Series or championships. They both get close, but don't win.
Yeah. The Niners, the Yankees, the Cowboys, these are global brands, and they've achieved this status. And I think all three teams have realized, you know what? We could win 0 championships for the next 30 years. As long as we're spending enough money and we're in the mix, sell out our stadium, man. We're gonna be a super popular friend. We're gonna make more money than teams winning championships. So what's the big deal?
I think the big deal is the problem is they fool people into believing that they can be contenders every single year when the solution is simple. Like they've needed to upgrade their offensive line for years, right? They haven't done it. And it's going to be a big issue again, even if they make it super far. They're not going to win it all. The Yankee fans have the same delusion. Oh, it's our year. We know the Yankees aren't winning the World Series this year, even though they're 20 games over 500. Just like if the Niners are 13-4, we know they're not winning the Super Bowl. They're not better than the Rams, just like the Yankees aren't better than the Dodgers, right? Like but their fans always get caught into it. And God forbid you hold a team accountable and then you're seen as cynical or you criticize too much. You're not a real fan. You're not positive. Well, shit, you got to earn my positivity. Fucking win. You win a Super Bowl, you win a World Series, you earn my I'll talk great stuff about you. Or at least show me the willingness to win. But
you're one of the most profitable franchises in the world. You're buying up other franchises. You're talking about how you're the most popular franchise in the sport. Win a Super Bowl. I mean, if that's what the standard you're holding yourself to, I think it's fair for other people to hold them to that standard. I mean, that's the standard that the Yankees are held to, right? Like in New York, if they make a lot of money and lose in the first or second round of the playoffs, is the New York Daily News going to be like, hey, that was a good season? Well, that was a lot of fun. Let's do it again. Aaron Boone, you're doing a great job.
This is why there needs to be criticism for every organization that claims to be a championship contender and doesn't actually win. Like the Cleveland
Otherwise,
Cavaliers.
move to Oklahoma City and be a third, a small market team.
That's what I'm saying.
Move to Omaha.
Yeah. They obviously don't care about their draft picks either since they can't draft. I mean, I was talking to Tyler LaRocca the other day about this, and he's extremely anti-Purdy. I am pro-Purdy, but seen as anti-Purdy because I don't like his contract. But I said, look, I'm not saying I would do a better job than John Lynch, but if I were GM, 49ers fans would be living in harmony. 2 picks would be gone for Max Crosby. I'd trade another pick for Kayvon Thibodeau. We'd have the best defensive line in the league. I would never paid Purdy. We'd have Mac Jones playing quarterback at $8 million, and we'd have the best team in the league.
You could
But
trade
it seems like
Nick. You could turn around and trade Nick Bosa too. Get a lot of picks back.
exactly. McCaffrey would be off the team.
Yep.
Or if you can get any value for him. But you know what? Niner fans would hate me, but that's the best way moving forward for the organization. They did none of those things, and they're going to have to live with it. They're trying to.
But I mean, if they're measuring themselves on like we're the most popular team, then you can't get rid of Christian McCaffrey because he's part of the group. He's popular.
But I wouldn't care.
See what I'm saying? Like this is how you make the wrong decisions if Super Bowls aren't your number one priority. Because it seems like it's part. This is what they said. This is what he said. This is, they finished the article with this from Guido. Everything is geared toward winning the Super Bowl. We have been to 3 in the last 30 years and not won any. That's the appetite with everyone here. And this is the right time to do it. And talking to our fans, I think they feel that too. Again, it feels like we want to win the Super Bowl. We'd love to win a Super Bowl.
There's no effort to go.
But like, you know, that's going to be something that we accomplish along the way to becoming the most popular, profitable franchise. That's really the goal here. And I think it's pretty clear. And I think some fans understand it. Some fans root for the 49ers like they're a business, like a Fortune 500 company. Like, yes, their bottom line just went up. They're worth more now. Like, okay, is that what we're rooting for here? Are we rooting for Apple and Facebook too? Like, damn, they just got more profitable. Yes, good for the billion-dollar organization. Sweet.
You know what's the difference? You can own stock for those companies. You don't own stock in the Niners. What incentive does that matter that they're more they
It only matters to them,
right?
It's not why you watch a team. I'm not even a fan of the team. I used to be growing up. Night Watcher says, Grant, why do you choose to cover the Niners, and which other one would you cover? That's a funny ass question because a big reason I like covering the Niners is because they're a global team. This is true. Like, it's nice having such a huge audience built in, as opposed to if I covered the Arizona Cardinals, I'd be streaming every day. 10 people would be watching, even the Rams. Like, it's so nice to have fans in Germany, fans in Virginia watching this team because their parents were big Niner fans when the Niners were actually winning championships. And I'm from here. So, good question.